worst part isn't that you broke my heart, it's that I watched you do it and stayed. Everybody thinks heartbreak starts the day somebody leaves. Mine started months before that, in the silence, in the distance, in the way your eyes stopped looking for me. When I walked into a room, I kept calling it a rough patch, a bad week, a temporary storm, anything except what it was, the ending. I ignored every warning sign, every late night feeling, every voice inside my head begging me to walk away, because love makes liars out of hopeful people, and I was full of hope. I knew something was dying, I just kept pretending it could still be safe. I should've left you sooner, before the apologies got repetitive, before my confidence started disappearing, before I confused being lonely with being loved. I should've left you sooner, before I forgot what happiness felt like, before I started shrinking to fit inside your version of me. I became a stranger to myself, stopped saying what I felt, stopped asking for what I needed, stopped recognizing the person looking back from the mirror. You never asked me to disappear, but somehow I did, piece by piece, compromise by compromise, excuse by excuse, until one day there wasn't much left. And the saddest part, you barely noticed. I kept waiting for a change, you kept giving me reasons to keep waiting. I should've left you sooner, when respect became optional, when effort became one-sided, when every conversation started feeling like a negotiation. I should've left you sooner, before the damage felt normal, before survival became the goal, before I forgot love shouldn't hurt this much. You know it's strange, I don't hate you, I hated what I became around you. The overthinking, the insecurity, the constant need for reassurance. I spent so much time trying to convince myself I was enough, not realizing the right people don't make you question that every day. I wasn't asking for perfection, I was asking for consistency, for honesty, for peace, and somehow that felt like asking for too much. I replay old memories sometimes, not because I miss you, because I miss who I was before I met you. The version of me who trusted easily, who laughed louder, who didn't second guess every word. The version I'm still trying to find again. Leaving wasn't dramatic, there were no fireworks, no final speech, no cinematic goodbye, just exhaustion, the kind that settles into your bones, the kind that finally says enough. And for the first time, I listened, I chose myself, not because I stopped loving you, because I started loving me. I should've left you sooner, but maybe I needed the lesson. Maybe some mistakes have to hurt before they teach. Maybe some doors need to close completely before you stop looking back. I should've left you sooner, but I'm leaving now with my voice, with my peace, with the pieces of myself I thought were gone forever. Sometimes healing looks like forgiveness, sometimes healing looks like distance, sometimes healing looks like finally admitting you deserve better all along. And maybe that's the truth I've been avoiding. You weren't the hardest thing to leave, the hardest thing was believing I was worth leaving for. carried your voice around with me. Not the good version, the critical one. The one that made me question everything. The one that convinced me I was difficult to love, too emotional, too sensitive, too much. It's strange how long someone can leave and still occupy space in your mind. You moved on physically, but your words stayed behind, building homes inside my insecurities, paying rent with my confidence. The hardest chains to break are the ones you can't see. I should've left you sooner, before your opinions became my identity, before your distance became my normal, before I started apologizing for simply needing love. I should've left you sooner, before I forgot that being chosen should never feel like begging. I remember the first time I laughed without thinking about you. It caught me off guard. A random afternoon, a random joke, a random moment, nothing important, yet somehow it felt enormous. Because healing rarely arrives with an announcement. It sneaks in quietly like sunlight through curtains, like spring after a brutal winter, like realizing you made it through a day without checking whether they cared. Nobody talks about that part, the awkward middle, not broken anymore, not healed yet, just existing somewhere between the ending and the beginning, trying to figure out who you are without the person who once felt like home. I started doing things alone. At first it felt uncomfortable, then peaceful. I discovered favorite places you never knew about, favorite songs you never heard, favorite versions of myself that never existed around you. Turns out I wasn't lost, I was hidden, buried underneath compromises, buried underneath fear, buried underneath years of choosing someone else over myself. The person I was searching for wasn't ahead of me, she was underneath the damage. I should've left you sooner, but if I had, I would've never met this version of me. The stronger one, the wiser one, the one who finally understands that love should feel safe. I should've left you sooner, but at least I left before I disappear completely. There are still moments when old memories knock. A photograph is sent, a familiar street, and for a second everything comes rushing back. Not the relationship, the illusion, the fantasy I fought so hard to protect. Because sometimes we don't miss people, we miss potential, we miss the future we imagine with them. We grieve stories that never got written. Why wasn't I enough? Now I ask something different. Why did I stay somewhere that made me ask that question? Why did I work so hard to earn what should have been given freely? Why did I confuse being tolerated with being treasured? The answers hurt, but they also set me free. You taught me something without meaning to. You taught me that loneliness can exist inside a relationship, that heartbreak can happen before the goodbye, that people can leave emotionally long before they leave physically. But you also taught me what I will never accept again, and maybe that's worth something. I should have left you sooner, before the tears, before the sleepless nights, before the approval. I should've left you sooner, but I'm not angry anymore, because surviving you introduced me to myself, and meeting myself was worth the journey. The truth is, I don't wish things were different, not anymore, because every mistake pointed me here, every disappointment pushed me closer to understanding my worth. And if I could go back to the girl who stayed too long, I'd hold her hand, I'd tell her you're not hard to love. day comes, you won't wish you left sooner. You'll just be grateful you finally did.